Hey mama, do you know the difference between a personal shopper and a personal stylist? Well, stay tuned because I'm gonna quickly talk about the differences between the two to build it up for the mamas, right? All right, guys, thanks. So I'm Treese of Simone Lynette Styles, and I am a personal stylist. I help mamas of color and postpartum mamas of color reclaim their identities and live their lives authentically and passionately through personal style. So if you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. And if you're not new here, I thank you too and appreciate you as well for clicking on this video. Have a look around, catch some of my other videos, and of course, interact with me. Let me know what you think. Make sure you comment, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and also you tell another mama friend, okay? So make sure you're sharing. So what is a personal shopper, right? So a personal shopper are typically sometimes also the salespeople that work for retail stores, right? So like Neiman Marcus, Saks, they can work for Coach or any of the other higher end is typically how a personal shopper works, because it's typically more of a higher end type of position. So most of those sometimes can be interchanged between a personal shopper and sometimes a salesperson, depending on what store you're going into, right? So personal shoppers, again, they typically work for that specific store, so they get paid hourly and commission and things like that based on that store and their performance. So personal shoppers do help you find some cool pieces. They help bring new things into your wardrobe. However, most of the time they don't typically know your specific lifestyle, unless of course you have created that relationship with them to where they are knowledgeable of your specific lifestyle and the things that you do. Now, a personal shopper does literally shop for you personally. So say for instance, you know, you find you really want some, I don't know, soacates, throwing that out there. So maybe you want some soacates and there's a specific color, like maybe you want the nude color and your size, and the one place that you've tried maybe you don't have it. So you can call a personal shopper or hire a personal shopper, and they can go out and find that specific pair and size for you, right? So a personal shopper is almost like, you know, the grocery shoppers they have nowadays, you know, the people who you give them the list of things that you need and they go out and they buy it. So that's pretty much how a personal shopper works as well. So a personal stylist now, so personal stylists typically style your clothes. Again, shopping versus stylist, right? So with a personal stylist, they typically create a wardrobe based upon what you already have. And on top of that, it's gonna help because they'll add new pieces along with it. So they can help mix and match the wardrobe that you already own. Personal stylists also, you know, help you create your own specific personal style. And they do that also by taking in consideration of your lifestyle and even some of your needs outside of style, right? Personal stylists also a lot of times help with closet edits. And sometimes they're called closet cleanse as well, you know, helping you get organized within your wardrobe. That way it's easier to style yourself whenever you are getting ready. Personal stylist also gives you the tools of style and how you can use those tools to help your overall appearance with confidence. Now, some personal shoppers may also be personal stylists and vice versa, but you just have to figure out if you already know specifically what you want and you just want to pass off your list, which in that term you would probably hire a personal shopper, or if you need someone to help curate your wardrobe with some of the things that you already have, and adding on some new pieces to help really brand yourself and figure out what your specific style is, then that's more on the personal stylist end. You can also most certainly hire both. There are advantages and disadvantages, of course, to either one. You just have to figure out, again, your own pros and cons and what works well for you. However, a lot of times you can find some personal shoppers may only work with one brand, and so that brand may not speak to your own personal style, or it may not even speak to your body type and the way that the clothing fits for you, and vice versa with some personal stylists, because again, some stores call their salespeople stylists and shoppers, just depending on what store you're going into. But if you are relying on the people within that store, just know that sometimes, you know, your options may be limited to what is in that store, because that's the options that they have to pull from. All right, so again, whatever route you choose, just make sure, you know, it fits well for you and it's in alignment with you and your desired results. And of course, make sure that you mesh with the person that you select to be either your personal shopper or your personal stylist. So again, I am a personal stylist, so I go through the whole shebang. And you can go to my website at SimoneLynetteStyles.com to, you know, book me or to go through my services. So make sure that you also follow me on Instagram. And again, that's under Simone Lynette Styles. I'm also on Pinterest under Simone Lynette Styles. So you have any questions, make sure you comment below. You can also DM me on Instagram, or even if it's not specifically a question, but something resonated with you and you want to share, feel free to do so. And again, make sure you like, you subscribe, and you share with another mama friend, okay? All right, make sure you check out some of these other videos and stay tuned for the next video. All right, peace. To build it up for the mamas, right? All right, guys, thanks.